Hey everyone, and welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming. Today we're diving into an arcade classic that's often overlooked, but absolutely worth talking about. Of course, I'm talking about Undercover Cops by Irem. Whether you're a seasoned arcade veteran or someone who's just discovering these retro treasures, you're in for a treat. Let's get into it. Undercover Cops was originally released by Irem in 1992. During the golden age of beat-em-ups, Irem, famous for titles like R-Type, really showed off their talent with this one. The game was part of the Final Fight wave of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, but it had a unique dystopian twist. Set in a future where crime is rampant, 3 elite vigilante cops are sent out to clean up the streets, and believe me, they do it with style. Now we're talking about Undercover Cops Renewal, which is an updated version of the original arcade hit. Released in 1995, this renewal version featured updated graphics and improved gameplay mechanics, making it a more polished experience. Even though the changes were subtle, fans of the original noticed the smoother animations and a slight bump in difficulty, making this version, in my opinion, the definitive way to experience the game from the arcades. Let's talk about the characters and stories of Undercover Cops. In Undercover Cops, you get to choose between 3 badass characters, each with their own unique fighting style. Zayn Takahara, a martial arts master with quick attacks and fast combos. He's renamed as Claude in Undercover Cops Renewal version. Listen to his cool backstory. He used to be a karate master and won first prize in US Championship before one day, while he was trying to protect his girlfriend, he got into a fight and accidentally killed a man with his bare hands. Matt Gables, the powerhouse of the team. Matt uses his raw strength to deliver heavy hits. He was renamed to Bubba for Undercover Cops Renewal version. Listen to Bubba's crazy backstory. He used to be a football star who had won MVP. Before, although falsely accused, he was censored for being a dangerous man and banished from the world of football. And of course, Rosa. Don't let her looks fool you. Rosa is a no-nonsense fighter who uses her agility to outmaneuver and outpunch her enemies. In Undercover Cops Renewal version, Rosa is known as Flame. She used to be the only female vigilante. Thomas, who was her partner and her lover, was killed by villains. She has an excessive hatred of evil. Enter Flame. The highlight of playing as Flame is her flying butt attack. I mean, how funny is that? Also, they eat chicks in this game. This is one weird game. Each character brings something different to the table, so there's replay value right there. The story, it's simple and fits the time. The task of cleaning up the corrupt, crime-ridden streets by fighting through waves of thugs, bosses, and even mutant creatures. The cyberpunk aesthetic gives this game a gritty atmosphere that fits right in with the arcade beat-em-ups of the early 90s. Check out my review of Crude Buster. Now let's talk about what really makes this game stand out, the gameplay. If you love classic beat-em-ups, you'll feel right at home with Undercover Cops. Undercover Cops sticks to the tried and true formula of walking to the left or right, taking down enemies, and progressing through increasingly difficult levels, but it adds a couple unique twists. For one, you can interact with the environment in ways that weren't common in other beat-em-ups from the time. You can pick up objects like steel girders or chunks of concrete to use as weapons, and trust me, it feels great to smash enemies with them. The combat system is also more refined than most of its contemporaries, combo attacks, grappling moves, and even some aerial combat. Boss fights are another highlight. Each level ends with a memorable and challenging boss. It requires more than just button mashing to defeat. You'll need to learn their attack patterns and time your moves well. The Renewal Edition made these battles even smoother with better animation, which really elevates the whole experience. The visuals and sounds in Undercover Cops Renewal are top-notch for its time. Cyberpunk art style, gritty cityscapes, detailed sprites are all impressive. Irem was known for pushing arcade hardware to its limits, and this game is no exception. The backgrounds are packed with detail and the character animations are fluid and satisfying. The music and sound effects deserve mention too. The soundtrack complements the high-energy action with its industrial beats and heavy synth vibes. The Renewal version has also cleaned up some of the sound design, making the punches and weapon hits feel even more impactful. Check out these cool motorbikes that look like they came straight out of the anime Akira. This game just oozes 90s. If you're a fan of beat-em-up genre, this game is a hidden gem that offers everything we love about these kinds of games. Fast-paced action, memorable characters, and challenging bosses. It's also one of those games that looks and feels great even today. Now on to the final mission. Let's not forget, this is from the same era that gave us Final Fight, Streets of Rage, and Double Dragon. Undercover Cops brings its own unique flavor to the table, with environmental interactions and a strong visual style that sets it apart. Alright, so that's a wrap on Undercover Cops Renewal. If you're a fan of retro gaming and beat-em-ups, you owe it to yourself to check this one out. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Papa Brad's Gaming for more deep dives into arcade classics. Thanks for watching, keep the retro spirit alive, and as always, stay legit.